I want to get naked.
Glorious! No, I won't give in till I'm victorious.
Hello everyone, this is CJ Novo 992 and today we're back for another brand new video. As you can see on your screens, this is not a mirage, that is going to be sharpdiv himself. He's been on a lot of the channels, he's a lot of the predictions, everything like that, but we've decided to come together and fire out a little videos I like to call the Rangers Roundup. Welcome.
Nah, cheers for having me, mate.
Let's go.
Let's go.
So today, as always, we've got two stories going to be picked by us to discuss. I'm going to give you my opinions, Sharpdiv's going to get involved and give you his opinions, but again, if you're watching this video just now, use that comment section below and give your opinions out there. If you don't mind smashing the like button as well, that'd be greatly appreciated. Start off with story number one, Sharpdiv, shall we?
Let's do it.
Right, so this is a bit sad for me. Andy Halliday. You know, we've got a long history.
You've not got a picture on it?
Where is it? Where is it? These just big ass chairs.
That's what we'll go. Let's take a minute to acknowledge.
Look at these bad boys.
55 quid, I said it in my video.
Yep, 55 feet as well.
Yes.
Same jokes.
Brilliant.
So Andy Halliday and Jason Holt, which is a bit of a surprise, I'm interested in that one, has been told by Gerrard himself that to find their own clubs that they're welcome to leave and they're looking to ship them out. So that was a bit of a surprise hearing about Jason Holt, but again, Andy Halliday, what's your thoughts overall on the Rangers legend?
If it's to be true, mate, I think that it's a good decision, to be honest with you. Andy Halliday, he's just no cut out for it. His heart's in the right place. His heart is definitely in the right place. He gives it everything he's got, but he's just not good enough right now, and I don't think that he'll ever be good enough. He had his wee stint in Azerbaijan, he's came back and he's came under a whole load of criticism. Some of the most amount of criticism I've seen for any old firm player. Yeah. Usually it happens because you're good. It's happening now because he's absolutely, you know. Yeah. So I think it's the right environment for him, probably his family, to just get out of it right now.
Just move on.
Just move on.
He's lived the dream, mate. He's captain Rangers. He's done what he needed today. Yeah, he's bet Celtic obviously, he was a part of that, he's done the Union Bears thing. He's got a lot of highs, but I think now, with the Celtic fans cheering his name and singing him, you know, it's time to go, Halliday. As much as I love to poke fun on that, I actually really like the guy as a person.
Oh, I say as a person, I love him.
I love him, mate. You know what I mean? He's done
Rangers
what
fan, born and bred, exactly. And he has helped us on our journey to get back to where we belong to be as well. So I thank him for that. I thank every player that's helped
100%.
us. So aye. And Jason Holt.
Jason Holt. That's a bit of a weird one because remember when we went in that kind of good run, it was actually captain Jason Holt. Remember he was captain for about 3 or 4 games and he played very, very well. I think he has obviously got his shortcomings and I think that's something it's kind of clear to see, everyone knows what they are, but you can't fault his effort. I think there's some players.
His effort's absolutely sublime.
He just runs.
Aye.
Just puts his heart. He's not a great player, but you know he tries, and we appreciate that. Something we've badly needed. I think if some of the players that we've had picked every week throughout the season, if they tried as much as him, I think we'd have been better off. Yeah. We wouldn't have been pumped so many times. But Jason Holt, I'm sad about it, but it makes sense. We want to move to the next level. Holt's here, and I wish him all the best, if I'm honest with you.
Me too. I agree with everything that you've said there, mate. The thing with Jason Holt is that he usually comes into the team and he's really good for 4 games, and he keeps that consistent level there, but he can never take it to the next level, and I think that's what his problem is. We know, as he says, all his vulnerabilities, what he's no good at and stuff like that. I would love him to be good enough. I'm not gonna lie.
Genuinely.
Aye, again, he's a fucking top guy, and he is a top footballer, but I just don't think that he can take it to that next level. So for me, it's the right decision if it's true.
So that's going to come back with the follow-up question. I want to see your opinions down in the below about Andy Halliday and Jason Holt. Fire it down there. Do you think they should be going? And also, the fun little question as well is, should we sell another Scottish team? Because there's a lot of stuff that's been going on saying they've been rejecting their bids. There's a lot of talk about Halliday going to Hibs, which I don't really personally think will happen. And obviously Jason Holt's kind of heavily rumoured to be returning back to Hearts.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Should we be looking elsewhere and do what they sort of do to us, or do you think we should just move on and just get rid of them?
I think we should just get rid of them to a club that isn't Scottish, if I'm honest.
Right, okay.
Is
that because all this stuff?
Previously I would have just said, yes, we will get rid of them because they're surplus to requirements at Rangers, so they can go to this club and whatever, they can do what they want. But I don't want to help them, mate. I don't want to help them because and I was actually at the stands. I remember when Chris Boyd came out and they criticised Rangers and stuff like that for their bids for Jordan Jones. I was at stands here, I was like, right, we are taking the piss there a wee bit, which we might have been, right? But then the same thing went with Jamie Walker.
Yep.
We bid 1 million for Jamie Walker. What did they go for? They rejected that. Everybody says Rangers are trying to rob players, Rangers are trying to... No, well, no, mate. Look how much money he went to Wigan for. So, I want to help them out. Mate.
Yeah.
So, get rid of them to maybe a lower league English team or whatever.
I find that's very, very fair to say. Again, everyone's right to their opinion. I'm just not sure how many people would want to come in for them, especially Halliday. I think if a bid comes in, so that is our thoughts on the Jason Holt and Andy Halliday situation. All the best to Jason Holt. And see you later, Andy Halliday. So the second story of today is actually going to be a continuation on from yesterday. Now, there was a wee quick interview with Steven Gerrard outside of Ibrox, and he was basically talking about his transfer business. He didn't go into too much detail, but there was a fun little nugget of information he did tease the fans with, saying we're not done yet, we're going to be talking more in the next few weeks. So that's meaning, kind of hinting, there's going to be a lot more signing in. So to follow that one on there, Sharpdiv, and everyone that's going to be watching, what positions do we need to strengthen in?
So at the start of like the transfer window, when Stevie G came in and stuff like that, I wanted to make sure that the defence was sorted, because last season we were the top goal scorers, but we were like the 6th best defence, and it was a big problem for us. So now that we've sorted that, I think, with Goldson and Katic, am I saying that right?
Yep.
Saying that right?
I believe so.
Brilliant. I can't say Tavernier right, but anyway, we'll use that for another time. Tavernier. I think that the place that we need to strengthen in, or we need more strength and depth in, is striker. Even though we were top goal scorers last year, it did dry up. Morelos started like an absolute house on fire, but then he did dry off. He was put out, with the firemen. They turned up, they put him out.
Chinese money put him right out, didn't it?
But an interesting thing for me was that, see, when he was scoring these goals, he had a partner. And Kenny Miller was assisting him. Kenny Miller was doing a lot of the running for him, and he was just slotting the ball away. I feel as though when we changed to having one up front, it tired him right out. Especially because he was coming from a club, he'd already played half a season or a season, and he was burnt out. And he's only a young guy, people keep forgetting that, he's 21 years old. And I think that he could still be the answer that's needed, but I think we need more strength and depth in the striker position, so that's where I would go.
100%, because if you look at it on the books just now, who do we have? We have Morelos and Herrera. Herrera's gone, let's be honest, he's gone back. His loan, does his contract not expire at the end of this month?
It might, so I didn't get him either.
So he's basically leaving unless we offer him a new contract. So if you look at it on the books just now, 2 strikers, and that's going to be Morelos, who's obviously our number 1, and then Herrera. The Cummins deal seems to have hit a snag, so that doesn't look
Cummins seems to be having the best summer of anybody that I've ever saw. He's been at the Champions League final, he's been in Ibiza, been in tennis. Where's he not been, the guy? He's been everywhere. He's living life.
So that's definitely a position I need to strengthen as well. I'd also like to see, I know Jack can sometimes play at right back, and I know Goldton's played there a couple of times for Brighton, but right back for Tav, because that is my worry spot. If anything happens to Tav right now,
I agree with that.
Hodgson, mate.
But I really agree with you there. We do need somebody to back him up, because Hodgson is...
How's he still in the books, mate?
He's useless. How is he an international player? I don't know. I don't get it.
Nah. How is he even a football player?
I know.
Right, so ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages that's watching this video just now, you know what time it is. It's time for the sponsor break. We've got Sharpdiv breaking them in. You nervous? So, pre-break, you okay?
Aye.
You're right, okay.
I'm broken.
So, grab your refreshments, 3 to 1, sponsor break!
You're a bit, didn't it?
Hashtag Sharpdiv's a fake drinker.
I'm a fraud.
He's a fraud. So we've now reached that time. It's the third and final story of the Rangers roundup, and it's going to be from Josh at JT Weller. It says, what do you think will happen with Wallace and Gerrard tomorrow? If you don't know, they're supposed to meet up and he's going to sort of discuss his future. And what I want to know for Sharpdiv, from every single person watching this video, does Lee Wallace have a future at the football club, and how do you deal with this situation on? Sharpdiv, future for Captain Wallace.
I think Captain Wallace does have a future. I think it's maybe not in the starting 11, but Rangers in some capacity, I believe so. If it's gone back to help Murty, maybe the 20s. I know that he does a lot of coaching. That might be the case. I don't know if he'll get a lot of game time, because I think Declan John is just levels above him right now. He's far too in front of him, but it's water under the bridge for me. I don't know the story. We don't know the story what happened, and it didn't actually happen with this gaffer either. It didn't happen with Steven Gerrard. So I think that will help having that type of mentality, the Lee Wallace kind of mentality about the place. So at the Hummel training ground.
The Hummel. I've seen that.
I know.
It's cool.
I don't know if that's going to happen, but is it? So
I love it. Like I think Wallace, I always say in the chat, I don't know if you've actually seen it, I think he got worse as a player because he stayed with us. He played in the lower league.
I've seen that. And I agree with that.
Key years
he could
of
have
his career.
went. He could have left us.
He could have went. Whittaker played like 3 years at Norwich and made a hell lot of money. Walsh could have easily went down there, played for a chance at side, made a lot more money. He got worse as a football player, but he obviously played for the badge. He loves the badge. And we didn't ken what's happened, right? So maybe we'll find out in 3 years' time that
he might have just run about like kicking Waynes.
He could have. He's turned the Waynes against us.
He's turned the Waynes against us.
You never actually know. I could come down 3 years in a line and say that he's done something way over the mark and we're completely wrong. But as far as I can see, he's actually refuting all claims that he caused any negative influence on the dressing room. He didn't turn on Murray, so he's actually claiming that.
No reason not to believe him.
Exactly. So I'm just going for the years that he spent at the club. I'd love to see it, but personally, I don't think so. I think he'll move on. I think he'll go back to Hearts, which is obviously heavily rumoured as well. And if he did leave, I wouldn't be the Kenny Miller situation where everyone's kind of turned because obviously he's went to the BBC. I think if Wallace did leave, I think we'd all just tip the hat and say thank you for spending key years of your career helping us get back to where we belong. And
absolutely,
that's where I kind of stand at. No, I don't think he's actually going to have a career at Rangers at the end of the start of next season. So.
But either way, we wish him all the best.
Aye, absolutely, man. Got to. So that's going to be today's video. I know it's a bit of a strange Rangers roundup, but we've got sharpdiv here, we've got extremely big chairs.
55
pounds. It's all the fives, really.
Double five.
Do you know what's cool? See, between Katic and Goldson, spent 5.5 million.
Aye.
5.5.
Coincidence not.
No, signs are everywhere. So that's going to be today's video. If you don't mind smashing the like button, if you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe. Sharpdiv's link will be down in the description, so go and check this man out. And also a quick little reminder, there's still tickets remaining. We've already raised over £1,000 already. That's mad, isn't it?
Sublime, mate. Absolutely top notch.
Already over £1,000. There's already been people buying tickets from America. The support
England as well.
The support is absolutely incredible, and that's obviously for the charity football game. So if you haven't got your tickets yet, make sure to get involved. August 19th. Anything you want to say about the event itself?
No, I'm just really proud to be a part of something great. I've always really enjoyed doing stuff like this, like voluntary stuff, raising money for people maybe that are less fortunate than you and helping them out. And it gives me a real sense of fulfilment, man, and happiness. So I'm really looking forward to this. We're going to be training hard, we're going to be getting better as a unit, and we'll know that he's doing. Stenny, Mulks, you're getting down.
Getting slapped.
That's it.
That's going to be today's video. That has been Sharpdiv. I've been CJ over 92. Thanks for watching, and bye.